I don't understand cultural appropriation. That girl likes drama, ignore her. Imagine going to a Chinese restaurant with this girl and she says you can't use chopsticks 'cause. That's cultural appropriation. Tears of joy. What culture were you supposedly appropriating? Last time I checked, most all cultures wear jewelry in one form or another. I think she's probably just an idiot who hears that word being used by people but has no idea what it really means. What's her culture? New Jersey. That person is ignorant, and even if you believe a lot of things can be cultural appropriation, this is not. In every country I've traveled to, and even my own country, you can buy national clothes, symbols, perfume, etc. People want to share their culture. Only Americans are throwing a big stink about it. I think the meaning has been twisted over the years. None of the cities, countries and cultures we have today would exist without cultural appropriation. The only important part is that symbols that should be earned or are sacred are shown the necessary respect. For example, covering your knees and shoulder when entering an old European church, or getting a tattoo with Maori symbols without knowing what they mean. That girl is stupid. Just ignore everything she says from now on. What's with white girls thinking they can be offended on behalf of others? Check your privilege. I find it incredibly strange that the majority of people who actually partake in cultures, at least from my limited, actually want their culture shared and understood and appreciated. Not gate kept like some fat boy at a Warhammer 40K convention. Cultural appropriation is copying things from another culture, without regard for how it is used in that culture or how the people of that culture feel about it being taken. Say, for example, a certain culture has a shirt that is only worn by those that have earned it. It's a humongous badge of honor. Nobody in that culture would ever think of wearing one without having earned it. It's incredibly special to them. If Hot Topic then copies that shirt and starts mass-producing it so teen boppers can all buy one for $5 a pop and wear it around, that is going to be pretty upsetting to the people of that culture. They can feel like they've lost something, or that their culture is being made fun of. That'd be cultural appropriation. Note that this doesn't mean the exchange of things between different cultures is always appropriation. If one culture has a certain dish they make freely and share freely with everybody who visits, and they even encourage people from other cultures to try, it is not appropriate if that dish then makes it into another culture. Which culture did chains came from? Wear 2 chairs next time. I was a Viking for Halloween and installed fake dreadlocks with Viking braids on the side of my head and was called out multiple times for the same thing. Interestingly enough, all by white women. Tell whoever said that to you to FK off and mind their business. Tell her to f off. Wear whatever you feel comfortable in and like. For it to be cultural appropriation, you have to be either mocking the cultural element, e.g., wearing a bacon hijab, or using so much of it that those actually of that culture don't have access, e.g., collectively eating so much sushi that a rare fish used to make one of the rolls goes extinct. There are plenty of chains to go around, and you seem to just be wearing it normally because you like it. But I also question whether you could really attribute a chain necklace to any one culture. It's like saying one culture owns fried chicken. Regardless, cultural appreciation does not equal cultural appropriation. I'm kinda with the boomers and conservatives on this one. It's not that big of a deal. Sure, with sacred items and the like, if you're getting some benefit from it, as in monetary, and that is solely why you're wearing it, that could be considered appropriation, especially if you have no connection or understanding of the culture you're adorning yourself with. But if you started calling yourself barefoot and spoke with a faux accent and put on a sombrero, then dreaded your hair, I personally wouldn't be offended, but you sure would look like a jackass. On a side note, anyone wanna guess what ethnicity I am? I'm part Native American. Not the America you think though. Black. And a bit European, but my ethnicity is basically all that rolled into one. I have an incredible mustache. Appropriate her kneecaps. It's when you copy something from another culture and make fun of it or disrespect it. If I, non-Korean, go to South Korea and someone there helps me dress in their traditional clothes, that's not CA. I'm lazy with typing lol. If I wear that traditional clothing on my own and am in no way mocking their culture, but rather appreciating their style, that's not CA. If I wear it and make fun of it, that is CA. If I mock it, that is CA. The context of cultural appropriation has been subverted by cancel culture and the constant need to designate an oppressor-oppressed binary. It's virtually unrecognizable. Does appropriation exist? Yes. In the context of an individual, or more often an enterprise, ripping off something to their own financial benefit. Whether that is a net positive or negative is up for debate. Do you stand to gain wealth or social capital by flippantly hijacking the traditions, dress, music, whatever of a particular culture? If so, there might be an argument to why that's bad. Wearing a chain ain't that.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. TooAfraidToAsk is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.